If you're in the room, come on down. All right, well, my name's Levi Parham, and I'm going to play a little bit of music here. So lonely, all broken and hurting, but every woman I know says I'm such a nice man. I think you know the reason, saying, boy, take it easy, don't go losing your mind over every smile that points in your direction. You know it ain't far to fall when you're living way down low. If you forget about yourself for a while and let love go, it comes around one day. Oh yeah. Oh, you tell me you don't love me, don't really even want me. You see you lost your desire, what seemed like overnight, and babe, I just don't understand. Oh, you know it ain't the real thing, that's cold and it's fleeting. And if it ain't all the time, for the rest of your life I can't be your man. Oh, you know it ain't far to fall when you're living way down low. You forget about yourself for a while and let love go. It comes around one day. It ain't far to fall when you're living way down low. Won't you forget about yourself for a while and let love go. It comes around one day. Oh yeah. So afraid to get shot down, so So you're lying on the ground now. Ain't no use in curling up. Baby, I am behind you. Don't matter how the day goes, still worry about tomorrow. All them doubts, they're gonna mess you up. Baby, I am behind you. Heard today that the blues died. Save a Lucille from a house fire. I guess all our time is running out. Oh, but babe, I am behind you. Ooh, honey, I ain't got a damn clue how we always seem to pull through. Oh, I know it's gonna all work out. Don't you know I am behind you? Got just what you wanted. Ooh, baby, here comes your company. Go on, girl, just dream it up. Oh, don't you know I am behind you? Honey, I'll be running when you're calling. I'll be more than just your best friend. Girl, I cannot express enough. Don't you know I am behind you? Ooh, I am behind you. Baby, I am behind you. Don't you know I am behind you? Hey, thank y'all so much. Thanks for hanging out. My name's Levi Parham. There's a little blues song I wrote about going to Vancouver, Canada for the very first time. Vancouver tripping, going out of my mind. Vancouver tripping, going out of my mind. I've been out here searching for what I can't ever find. This whole world is full of people, you're running to them every day. All but few of them's a stranger, you're just passing along the way. Vancouver tripping, going out of my mind. Vancouver tripping, going out of my mind. I've been out here searching for what I can't ever find. It's so hard to get together, talk it out and understand. Rather step over my brother, turn my back on open hands. Vancouver tripping, going out of my mind. Vancouver tripping, going out of my mind. I've been out here searching for what I can't ever find. Chasing money while these debts are chasing me, just to keep above the water, nothing left for those in need. Vancouver tripping, going out of my mind. Vancouver tripping, going out of my mind. I've been out here searching for what I can't ever find. I've been out here searching for what I can't ever find. I've been out here searching. Thank you. Thank you very much. It is very beautiful. Yeah, thank you very much. That was this weird time. I went down to this place called Wreck Beach. I stayed at this Airbnb, and this girl, she said, "You look like a guy that would enjoy Wreck Beach." And I didn't know what she meant by that, so I went with it. It ended up being a nude beach. And long story short, I ended up embracing the day. And it was this utopian kind of free love experience. And then when I went back to the Airbnb, I walked down sort of Vancouver's Skid Row, and it was this, dystopian, not so great scenario. And so I thought it was really strange to have the contrast, of everybody cooperating and living together and free and loving, and then people living on the street. And it's just so that was just really tripping me out, so I came up with that song. It is that's and that's, I know that's kind of part of it, but they're all that way. But I haven't recorded that one yet. That's a kind of a new song. I haven't actually put that down anywhere. Actually, speaking of new songs, since did you hear this? Is a little different style of song, but this is a song I just wrote last week. I just finished it last week. Anyway, I got the opportunity to go to Sundance Film Festival just recently. I played a little bit of music at Sundance, and it was really cool. And I went to this after party, and I was, definitely there to network and shake hands with the right people, which is too often not the funnest thing to do. But I was in this room of people, and it was just very smoky in there, and I didn't want to be there, and I thought, why am I here, and who am I really trying to impress here? And that's too often the case whenever artists, they have to kind of be in that scenario in order to make the contacts that they need to do, but nobody really wants to be there, And so I wrote this song called "Reading the Room." All these people, they smell like smoke, lighting up like falling dominoes. I'm sucking up what's left of all the clean air, the ash on the floor 'cause nobody cares. My head is aching, I made a mistake in coming here. Now what am I to do? They might think it's rude if I disappear. Get the idea, try and read in the room. Lines in the street with a foot of snow. Everybody here putting on a show. Who do they know? I can get to know me and make it worth it to not be home asleep. I need to keep it between me and you, just how I feel. 'Cause the minute they're aware how little I care, that'll seal the deal. You get the idea, try and read in the room. Is a high-class time, chicken wings and a box of wine, someone giving you a line and you take it. I don't mind switching gears, at least everybody knows me here. Better look now, you never see this again. I'll pass you by before you know it, friend. Ever you find yourself in a bind and can't get out, just remember what you needed to do just to keep them all talking loud. You know I found, try and read in the room. Yeah. Try to read in the room. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I just finished that one. It's funny whenever you got a new one. It's kind of like a new toy. You get where you want to play with it all the time, and then you just throw it in the yard. I'll play a song that I wrote this the first time I went overseas. I've been going overseas a lot, which has been really cool. I went to Netherlands for the very first time, and I didn't really quite realize that it was like a 7-hour difference between there and people back home. And I would try to call people, and they'd be asleep. And they'd try to call me back, the same thing would happen. And so I wrote this song, and it was originally called I'm Too Far From Home to Call My Baby on the Telephone. But I couldn't fit that on the CD, so we had to shorten it down. And I was in a little town called Boxmeer, Netherlands, and a little bitty village. So I called it Boxmeer Blues. And yeah, and if you live in Boxmeer, you probably got the blues. That's too far from home, can't call baby on the telephone. She don't know where I am, what I'm doing, where I'm going. I hear all these people talking, can't even read their lips. Got a pocket full of money, somebody tell me how much that there is. Too far from home, can't call baby on the telephone. 6 hours difference between my baby and me. We're on a mission, playing 3 countries inside of 4 weeks. Every show we get 'em dancing, women shake their hips. Every night we're drinking liquor, seeing how we can get too far from home. We call baby on the telephone. Well, in Netherlands, you know, they sit and they listen. And all them Spanish women are so fine. And in Italy, the only thing missing was my baby wasn't there to keep me in line. I got a bottle full of wine. These girls in front of me said, spend time with me, honey. Tell me how you get to be too far from home. Can't call your baby on the telephone. Get too far from home. Can't call baby on the telephone. I don't know where I am, what I'm doing, where I'm going. And I hear all these people talking, can't even read the lips, got a pocket full of money, can't tell how much that there is, too far from home. Can't call baby on the telephone. Too far from home. Can't call baby on the telephone. Thank you. Thank you. Well, it's a really tiny, everything there is like 2 hours across the whole country, So the first few times that I went, I played with this guitar player. He would accompany me and then drive me around and basically tour manage and play guitar and all that stuff. And I just had to just go on stage and do the stuff. And we stayed at his house in Boxmeer. That's where he stays. And everywhere we went was 2-3 hours tops to get to the show. So we just would go home almost every night, And so that's where I was. I was at his house. So it's really funny when I sing that song in Netherlands, people are like, what were you doing in Boxmeer? It's like, it is nowhere. I mean, it is nowhere, But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I get to go over there quite a bit, and I'm from Oklahoma, and I'm here just this weekend, and I go home on Monday, and then I'm home for about a week, and then I head overseas for about a month. I'll be over there with my full band, touring in Spain and in Italy. I'm from Oklahoma City. Yeah, I live in Oklahoma City. Oh, yeah. Norman's a great place. Oh, man, Tulsa's great. And talk about music town. I mean, Tulsa's so great. Actually, I've got this CD. I made a mistake. I put this CDs over here. Hold on. This is a record that I just put out in June of 2018. And that is, as you can see from the title, Levi Parham and them Tulsa boys and girls. Which, the Tulsa has its kind of has its own legacy with the Tulsa sound with J.J. Cale and Leon Russell and even Eric Clapton for that matter, because he was very connected to that whole scene in the 70s and just a ton of musicians have come from Tulsa that were kind of behind the scenes, even drummers and bass players that played Jim Keltner is a drummer from the 70s. You can just name a record, and he probably played on it. I mean, it's like insane. Anyway, so there's a lot of musicians there in Tulsa that still kind of carry that torch. And so we kind of assembled this kind of super group of musicians that I think are like some of the best that Tulsa has to offer. And we cut this record, and it's got that sort of kind of a 70s kind of rock blues kind of sound, almost Allman Brothers kind of thing. It's really cool. I think you might. There we got 4 guitars, piano, and drums and bass. Yeah, so it's very much like a southern rock type of influence, kind of. It's not always the type of stuff that I play, but this record is kind of veined in that. All the guys on that record are really talented. The piano player John Fulbright, he's a Grammy nominated artist in his own right. He only lost to Bonnie Raitt. He was nominated for best folk album. It was a good one to lose to. Yeah. I mean, it's it's kind of like blues. It's like that sparkling water you get. It's just a hint of it. A little essence, a little blues essence there. Let's see here. Do you guys you ever do something so often that you kind of lose track of what you're doing? Yeah. And that's where this next song came from. I was on stage one night and I was singing a song that I just sang over and over and over, and so I kind of wasn't thinking about what I was doing. And I started writing a song in my head while I was on stage performing another song. And it came out a little jumbled, but I had to work it out later, and that's where this came from. It's called Steal Me. Baby, steal me. Got that voice, it heals me. Yeah, you put me at ease, babe. 1,000 miles away. Yes, in one phone call, and I hear your sweet drawl. Was surrounded by evil. Now that's all gone away. If I don't go insane before I get home to you, write down everything that you wanna do. Oh, babe, I'm gonna hold you to it. Honey, steal me. Tell me, baby, come with me. No, this distance ain't easy. All this heart of mine. Yes, and when I go, oh, there won't be no cry, no. Anytime that the wind blows, it could be me rolling in just to see you again, getting close to you. Write down everything that you want to do. Oh, babe, I'm gonna hold you to it. Gonna hold you to it. Thank y'all very much. Thank y'all. I do, yeah. Okay, that'd be great, yeah. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, actually. Okay, yeah, I'd love that. Okay, cool. Alan Susan. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Susan. Yeah, man, house concerts are the best for musicians like myself. I mean, that's perfect. That's great. Yeah. Oh, that's great. Some of my favorite. There's literally some of my favorite gigs. I actually, I was doing a house concert in Berkeley, almost 2 years ago now, when my appendix burst. Yeah. I'm 35, so it hit me. It hit me. Oh man, I just dropped. But I spent about 3 days in Summit Hospital. Yeah. Oh yeah. And oh my gosh. I mean, if you'd been in air or something like that, and we were actually supposed to go to Big Sur the next night to do this kind of hippie festival thing way out in the woods. I thought, man, if that had happened one day later, it'd have been really bad. Yeah. 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 Yeah, exactly. Oh man, they said it looked really bad. They said it was really bad. Ah, thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna play you this song here. I'm gonna play you guys a sweet song. This is a song I wrote. I was kind of sitting at home. I spend about half of my time at home, half of my time on the road. And this year, I'm actually forcing myself to stay home. My wife and I just bought a house, and so I've got a long list of honeydews, and yeah, the honeydew blues. That's right. So I won't be sitting around and just writing songs like I usually do. Yeah, I got 2 girls. Yeah, I got a daughter here in Olympia, and then we have a daughter back home in Oklahoma City. Yeah. So I come up here probably about once a month, and then my daughter comes back to Oklahoma all summer. So we got. Yeah, it's nice. It gets unbearable in July and August. Bob Wills wrote a song. He said, I got 3 good reasons for leaving Tulsa: July, August, and you. And it's a pretty funny song. This house won't let me go. I'm in this chair and I can't move. Well, I don't wanna go outside for. Ain't nothing like being next to you. Ooh, just like being next to you. I might need a breath of fresh air. Draw those curtains open wide. But I ain't leaving here without you. Going nowhere without you by my side. Ooh, without you by my side. here I am telling you all the ways I feel for you. Ooh, all the ways I feel for you. Everything reminds me of you, and all those moments that we've shared. Why would I ever want to leave, girl? Why even bother with going anywhere? Ooh, bother going anywhere. I was a lion in the tall grass, rawr, just outside the fenced-in yard. But now you've made a house cat of me. Doubt I ever try and venture very far. Ooh, I doubt I ever go too far. Here I am telling you all the ways I feel for you. Well, here I am telling you all the ways I feel for you. Ooh, all the ways I feel for you. Thank y'all. Thank you very much. I wrote that about my cat, actually. Yeah. You just gotta love them. I was just thinking as I was finishing that song, talk about going other places in your mind. I was thinking about a little funny song I wanted to play for you guys. Since you're here listening, all you people. And thank you, by the way, for hanging out. Are y'all staying here tonight, or are you? Oh, cool. Right on. Oh, wow. That sounds amazing. Where's that at? Okay, I've had a friend in Everett, so I know where that's kind of north of Seattle, right? Yeah. Are you kidding? So you guys live in Santa Rosa with your friends, or you did live in Santa Rosa? Jesus. When did it burn? Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, that's so awesome. I think that things, I hate that for California. My daughter lived about 4 years in California. So I would go to San Diego, spend a lot of time in San Diego, and toured California quite a bit. But man, I just feel like that kind of thing is just going to get worse, Yeah, it's a shame. That sounds really, safe, Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. So you're coming home. Yeah. Oh, okay. It's beautiful. There's nothing like the Northwest. Okay, right on. Me too. Well, thank you. I kind of got stuck in a thing. I kind of it's different for me sometimes playing with a band, because I I have done a lot of solo stuff, and then I kind of have to deconstruct a little bit when I'm playing with a band and let them do stuff, most of the time, because guys are just in that situation, they're just way more equipped than me. You know what I mean? Some of these guys on this record, they're Jesse Aycock, one of the guys, and I don't know if you're familiar with Todd Snyder. Todd Snyder's a songwriter from Texas, and he's been around for a while, but he was friends with, he'd been friends with John Prine for a long time, and kind of in that songwriter scene, a little bit of humor like John Prine. But anyway, Todd had a band that he started for a while called the Hardworking Americans, and my buddy Jesse, who played on this record, played guitar for them. And he's one of those guys who's just, it's insane how creative he is, but you pick up his guitar, he doesn't even know what it's tuned in. Like it's just tuned in like a weird, he doesn't even know, and he just plays it. It's just really good. Yeah. Some people are like that, But I'm from Oklahoma, like I said, and I want to tell you guys a story about a guy I knew from Oklahoma. And I'm from McAlester, Oklahoma. I live in Oklahoma City now, but I'm from McAlester, Oklahoma, which is like way down southeast, the corner there. And there's a mountain range called the Jack Fork Mountains that kind of cuts off this little corner of Oklahoma from the rest of the civilized world. And actually, the Jesse James gang used to hide their gold and treasure and stuff down in these rocks, right? And they've got a park there, a state park called Robbers Cave. Anyway, so there's this deep rooted criminal heritage in southeast Oklahoma, and it's kind of crazy, it's crazy. It sounds wild, but it's actually very true. There was a town called Clayton, Oklahoma, and there were something like 85% of the population of this town got busted in one giant meth ring. And this is a real story. So there's just criminal activity going on down there, and in places you just don't want to wander off in the back roads. And I knew this guy. He was from Pushmataha County. They call it Push County. They used to grow a whole lot of weed back in the day. They called it Push County Gold. And back when it was highly illegal. And anyway, this guy was from Push County, and he was probably the meanest outlaw that I've ever met in my whole life. Just ruthless. And he was only about maybe 9 pounds, and he was a Yorkshire Terrier named Bob. And Bob was a pretty mean outlaw. So I wrote this song about Bob. It's called Badass Bob. Push County, Oklahoma. Outlaw there named Badass Bob. He ain't the type to run a holdup. He makes friends just to cheat 'em and rob 'em. He said, nobody's got nothing. Ain't nobody got nothing. It's all mine. Ooh, baby, it's all mine. Bobby rolled down to Texas. Met a young thing named April Lee. Said, I'll take what I want, baby, I go where I please. You want a little something, you better roll with me. Nobody's got nothing. Ain't nobody got nothing. It's all mine. Ooh, baby, it's all mine. she had a plan of her own. She wanna lock little Bobby at home. Said now every night when I lay down to sleep, I want that loving little Bobby laying next to me. Nobody's got nothing. Ain't nobody got nothing. Bobby, honey, you know you ain't got nothing, baby. Nothing in this world, 'cause it's all mine. Ooh, baby, it's all mine. Oh, little honey, you know you're all mine. Whatever you got, baby, it's all mine. Whatever you got, honey, it's all mine. Oh, man, I miss that dog. He was a good dog. Yeah, he was a good watchdog. Really good watchdog. Little Yorkie, yeah. Oh, man. He owned the world. Nah, he was a big guy. He was about almost 10 pounds, probably. He looked like a little Wookiee, you know. Yeah, he was a good dog. He passed away. He picked a fight that he couldn't win, and I knew it was going to happen one day, but he barked at the wrong animal, and he didn't make it. But he was a wild guy. And he was raised there was a kennel in Pushmataha County, and it ran by a total outlaws, you know. And I knew this girl, April, and that's where she had got him, and he had ringworm, and he had basically taken this girl for a whole lot of money, and then he had ringworm, and then she didn't know what to do with him, so she gave him to me. And I doctored him up, and then we were bros after that for about 5 years. But yeah, he was rotten, man. He's immortalized in song now. I got my cheat sheet. Let's see. I'll play. I'm gonna play this song here. I'll probably do maybe one more after this one, and then I'll probably call it a night. This, I actually got the idea. I was very lucky. I got to open up for Amy Helm for this big tour. And that's when I got to go to Vancouver, actually. We went all the way across Canada and all the way up the West Coast. And Amy Helm, you know, that's Levon Helm's daughter. Levon Helm was the drummer for the band and then also an artist in his own right. And just really, really cool, amazing person. And she, she grew up around all this talent, and it just got into her blood, and she's just a talent in her own right. And we were touring around, and we were backstage, and we were watching some videos. Somebody had pulled up some videos on YouTube of the band. Her dad was playing, and she was reminiscing about her dad, and I was watching them play, and they played the song "When I Paint My Masterpiece," which is a Bob Dylan song, and they were playing that song, and there was just this magic moment, and it just struck me, and I just, that song just stayed with me for a while. I just love that song so much, and I love the message in it, you know, and it feels like it's trying to say that when you're doing good, it really matters to have those people that you love there with you, you know. And there we were in this dressing room, and we were all together, and we all loved each other, but everybody was missing somebody, and we were all experiencing this really cool thing. But then, you know, Amy's away from her kids, and I'm away from my kids, and, you know, the bass player's away from his wife, and, you know, it's all this going on. And so it made me think about how those moments of triumph are really not as special unless they're shared with somebody, you know. So Instead of When I Paint My Masterpiece, I wrote this song called My Finest Hour. Baby, don't bother sleeping in. Need your loving for my day begin. Any chance you might be here for a while? Promise I won't waste your time. Gotta take a hold of you when I feel inclined. Any chance you might be here for a while? It'd be a shame to miss a thing. It may be my finest hour. Times get crazy, we're throwing fits. There's always a later. Baby, that much you must admit. Any chance you might be here for a while? It don't matter just who you love. If you're looking around for something better, then it may not ever come. Any chance you might be here for a while? It'd be a shame to miss a thing. It may be my finest hour. Right. Yeah, 'cause I've been hugged on and sang these love songs a million times before. But now I need you to ride with me, stand and fight with me everywhere I go. Everywhere I go. Ain't it hard to tell what's to become? One day you lock arms with your lover, next you're out there on your own. Any chance you might be here for a while? Baby, don't give up, don't be afraid. I might have nothing right now, darling, but one day I'll have it made. Any chance you might be here for a while? Ooh, it'd be a shame to miss a thing. It may be my finest hour. That's right, you never know. Yeah, 'cause I've been hugged on and sang these love songs a million times before. Now I need you to ride with me, stand and fight with me everywhere I go. 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 Thank y'all so much. That's actually on this record as well. It ended up being this long jam. It was a lot different from that. We kind of like did like a almost kind of like Caribbean kind of thing. And the song is about 4 minutes long, but at the very end we kind of created this whole outro that goes on for a whole other 4 minutes. And so it's like this 8-minute long kind of sort of Freebird kind of thing with like dueling leads, and it's really fun. A guitar player would really dig. Let's see here. I'm on. Gonna be a long day. It'll be a long day. Know why you suffer? Don't you feel like a sucker? Gonna be a long day. Well, it'll be a long day. You're already alone. You got nowhere else to go. Gonna be a long day for you, babe. Gonna have a hard time. You'll have a hard time, except for being used. Ain't nothing you can do. Gonna have a hard time. Gonna have a hard time. Storms in your way, calling every woman baby. Gonna have a hard time, won't you, child? Oh, you think everyone is just lying to you, and they tell you they know what you're going through, how Jesus will pick you up when you're on your knees. Well, ain't you on your knees? You must have took a wrong road. You gone and took a wrong road. Ain't nobody there. Don't nobody care. Gone and took a wrong road. Yeah, you must have took a wrong road. Boy, where you been to get in the shape of your head? You gone and took a wrong road some time ago. It's gonna be a long day. Well, it'll be a long day. It's gonna be a long day Thank y'all very much. Thanks for hanging with me.